Symbol for bribery.
You can't buy my friendship, but you can buy 10 seconds of me eyeballs examining the ground for, well, let's say, a small fortune.
Right, you can definitely see the whole room.
You look like you'd be good for it.
All right, hand over more than you think it's worth, shaking your head at the shakedown.
He
50.
pockets the coin and gazes dramatically at the ground mere inches from your feet.
Okay, so you're in.
Wait.
And...
Oh, well, he actually already goes in.
Weep.
Oh, Fane just snuck in.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll talk to Papa
I
Thrash.
am becoming Ninja Man.
Papa, no.
Have you been putting
no
points
go.
into sneak or nah?
Like,
He's-
2.
Didn't hear me the
Yeah.
first time.
I'm
eh?
mostly into
That'll
lockpicking,
be
which
a
is not the same
hard
skill.
no, dear. Nice try, Honey Plum, but you're a bit of a
Oh yeah, we
tall
could have used the
Yeah, I
pyramids.
can't flirt with him. Alrighty,
I told
I
you
guess
to
I'll
grab
bribe him.
once. Don't make me say
Well, now
you
we can
can't
use the
buy my
pyramids.
bow. You can't. No gold.
Oh, shit! I gave all my gold to the Red Prince.
Oh.
Give me a
yeah.
second. I
I anticipated that as soon as I was, getting,
Eyelash.
eyelashed, that my things would get stolen, and I was mostly right.
Hey, back away from the stairs.
Yep, it's too late. I've talked to
So
him
you-
twice. It's not working.
So you
so I'm
can
just
only
gonna sneak.
seduce. You can only seduce him as a.
Dwarf, I guess.
Dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh no, so that means we
mean-
have to go back,
Okay.
roll
yeah,
back.
we can always reload
No.
if we have to.
Oh, you
Well,
suck
we
it.
can- No, just use a pyramid.
I just snuck in.
Oh.
It's fine.
Like if nothing else, the pyramid would surely work, because everyone else is already in.
That's true.
The
Yeah.
music down here is really pleasant.
I like
I
it. Yeah.
will not run ahead. Just in case I get sucked into dialogues.
Look at that. A fresh face. Shrewd and sophisticated. Like any true lizard.
Let's see. Tell her you'd like. Oh yeah, good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison then? A sip or a smoke? Tell her you'd like to have a gander, what she has to offer.
Take all the time you need. Pleasure doing
So
business
she's
with
just
you,
a merchant,
Governor.
nothing more.
Oh, she's a merchant.
What? Your poison?
Yeah, so we gotta find the arena.
There are a lot of people
Itself.
here.
Look at
Okay.
A
Yeah.
fresh face. And a pretty
Ooh,
little
Dude,
that
should we
room-
just
there's
split
a
up and talk to a bunch of people?
there's a hostage
Yeah.
in this room up here. If we want to look into that,
Ooh.
Oh.
there's a bunch of dwarves with a hostage that's tied up and
Marissa.
bleeding.
Ooh.
Are you? No, you aren't. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I found a guy named Battlelore.
Battle
But
Lord?
I mean, the hostage. You want? Oh,
Well,
you're,
yeah.
Oh,
He's in front
Oh.
of it. I was gonna ask him about it. Ask who his boss is.
Loha, you've been living under a boulder.
So you've never heard of him, should you have?
Stick around long enough and you will. Best to get on his good side early if you're new in town. Listen up. Don't waste his time. These are explosive times. Be respectful.
So Lohar, I think, is inside.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
and he's like a mob
guy in the-
boss.
Cade.
Oh, we're in the mafia.
Yeah, we are. I'm gonna
That's
go talk
great.
to Lohar.
he's got this portrait of Anhar surrounded by candles next to him.
Oh, but they're a bunch
Marla.
of dwarf criminals. Who cares?
They're not
Yeah.
real.
Doing dwarf crimes. It's
Dwarf
like
crimes.
yeah, it's like half to 2/3 crimes.
Oh no.
It's like, oh, that's adorable. He stole 30 gold from the dwarf
There's a key
bank.
behind
Brought
that
you
book.
up
I
for
can't reach
girls
it.
or
Oh,
wine,
well.
Marla. Like you was my own. This.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
Ooh.
This ain't the thanks I expected.
What's he have to sell before we do anything?
So he was killed. He was almost killed by his like adoptive daughter. Is that what this was?
I
Looks
guess
like
so. And they're beating the shit out of her.
He's actually got a damn nice dagger for you, Shell, but it's very expensive.
Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Wait, what the hell is he wearing on his head?
It's
It's
just-
a
it's
rat,
skin.
but it's super stupid looking.
It looks
Dire
like a
rat.
cat or like a.
It looks like
Look at
somebody
that really-
like photoshopped like a crown on top of his head, and it looks terrible.
Look at that really happy like elf portrait in the back of the room. That looks like somebody
Oh
panned
yeah,
over
one
a
of the
stock
Patreon
photo.
people.
Yeah.
Or the Kickstarter?
That's
yeah.
incredible. He's like,
Yep.
Yeah, that is a rat head on his head. That's weird.
what I said on his head, rat.
I was
head.
looking at it from the front, and it kind of looked
A
like
rat
a.
of unimaginable
It looked
size?
like a capybara or
Or
something.
what was the actual term?
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper.
Interject. What's happening here?
Barnt. Cade. Get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here.
All right. Well, I guess I have to
Lauren?
talk to him again.
I hope for your sake you've got good news for me.
Ask. Oh yeah. Sorry. So you said brave lad waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. Ask what sort of news he's after.
If you don't already know the answer to that, I reckon you don't have much to tell me.
He winces loudly and holds a hand to the bandage on his side. The large red spot in its center has grown larger and wetter.
Offer to patch that up for him.
Leave a wound alone and it'll patch itself right up. Longer it takes, the less likely you'll let it happen again.
The longer it takes, the more likely you're just dead.
Let's see. Tell him that's some sound advice.
That's why I said it. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy?
Let's see. Smile broadly and regale him with a tale.
I've got to say I'm impressed. I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all?
Grin. Say he's got the gist of it.
So? What do you want?
Let's see. Ask him if he knows why you're here.
Reckon I do. Knowing Seaver, she sent you looking for sorcerers, I bet. I could help you. But last I heard, you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the hurts would I help a worm like that?
Let's see. Insist you've only done what you had to do to get by. 24 intelligence is going to be a really easy roll, I think.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's because that guy questioned you and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to hire you to
Yeah,
slay
we
the
got
sorcerers."
picked up as I was masquerading as another magister, as a source hunter, not a magister, from elsewhere.
Yep.
Oh, Meister Siva would have sent us here after her quest. The lady on the gallows, who we should probably go rescue, actually.
Are we a high enough level for it though?
We're
That's a
level
level
10 now,
12
yeah.
thing. We've only gained
Yeah.
one level.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel tougher.
We got obliterated.
True.
An unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Right. I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can do for me.
Sure, why not?
Good. Listen up then.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy.
Let's see.